Hey guys, my name is Meads. Welcome to my channel. This is a Figma review, and this time it's Tekkaman number 137 of the Figma line. This is a quite interesting take on the Figma because it's a robot. You always think that Figma will have some anime girl characters, but this is different. This is quite interesting. Probably the main reason why I got it. Has that cool insignia, probably the Tekkaman logo over there. I do apologize. Once again, I haven't watched the anime, and the main reasons why I got this is just it looks cool. Plus, it seems like to be a very posable figure. Kind of reminds me of like Revoltech, but with Figma joints. So that'll be interesting. I always find that the Figma joints are pretty good overall, and I really like the design of the Figma as opposed to Revoltech. Not that the routing joint is bad, but yes, it's limitations. So here we go. Pretty much just went around the box. Alright, so why don't we pop this open and see what's inside. Alright, so before we start, we're going to do a quick size comparison, and next to a regular or standard Figma, and I just recently got Mirai Sunaga right here. I do apologize if I mispronounce her name, but Mirai, they're about the same size as you can see, but if you have Samus, well, I think Samus is an exception. Samus, she's quite tall, but yeah, there we go. I like orange. Alright, and actually this took a while for us to receive it, or for them to release it. I think they said it's something about QC, quality control issues, which actually I kind of quite find a few of them. For some reason there's kind of like a nub mark right here, and there's something like the paint apps, like the green on the shoulder. This is fully covered, like inside, but this one is kind of missing. There's just a nub mark right there too, but you know, someone has to build this, so it's probably just that. You're not gonna get a a perfect figure unless someone took care of assembling it. But nonetheless, it looks great. Not too much flaws. And while we're on the terms of the head, it does come with a separate head right here. This one with the open visor, I think. Let's see, looking for QC issues. It does have the same problem with the kind of like a nub mark area here. It's kind of bent. I'm not too sure, maybe it's part of the mold. The yellow here is not clean cut. I wish it was, but nonetheless the same. So to do that, just replace it, and be careful that this Figmas are notorious for pointy things, which in some sense are great, but also at the same time you gotta protect yourself. And you have this detachable neck piece, which just sits there, and you just put the new head like so. And again, be careful of the spikes. Alright, now let's move to articulation. This guy has great articulation. For sure the neck will have a lot of great articulation. You can look up, down, side to side. Then you have the full arm, which just kind of like the foreguard here, and which you can rotate, but the side of the ribs hits that part of the shoulder armor, so I guess you can circumvent around that. This thing is falling off. Actually, I just detached it. I was trying out with which we'll get to next. But I guess you can go around it, as you can see there. I don't know why you want to go around. This is connected right here on the side of the shoulder. This armor right here. And it kind of gives you a little bit of fairly good mobility. Again, nice details. And for the torso, you can bend side to side. Very agile. And then you have a fairly good elbow bend, like 100, I would say probably 120. And let's see, on the back here you have the shield here, which is detachable. And this is the part where I put it up here. So there's two pegs. You're supposed to slide it up and put this on. There's a peg right there, and there we go. And it's kind of like a forearm guard or a shield. There we go. And moving down to the legs, you have a really good mobility here. You can swivel the hips right there, or the leg, and you do have that 90-degree bend. And some people like, how come it's not 120? Well, actually this is fairly good for him. You don't really need that much. Well, it'll be nice if you can go 120, but you know, 90-degree bend. And you have an ankle here, and you do have a little bit of movement here for the heel. It's kind of cool. I don't know why do you need that, but it's there. Alright, and I think that pretty much covers for that. And let's go with I guess the gimmicks. Oh, before we get there, you have the hands here. You have the open hand, and you have the fierce open hand, and you have the holding hand, which kind of swap out here already, and you have the closed fist, a pair of closed fists. And for the accessories, let's see, what do I have here? Trying to find it. You have the, what do I call this? Tekkaman, which you can wield individually, like so. And you have another one. So if you're holding, see, why don't we swap this out? See, the straight pegs are quite easy to use. I was wondering if this is an SH figure, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, and you can dual wield with this, which is quite great. And the Tekkaman, I believe you combine them. Actually, at a quick glance at the wiki, it's actually Tekkaman, not Tekka. Silly me. Anyway, so you do have this double connector right here. And pretty much you detach this, put one in there, do the same on the other end. And I guess before you put it on, make sure you already have it on the hand. And there we go. You have the Tekkaman. It's quite awesome. It's kind of like Darth Maul. Yeah. Well, I guess if you have the Tekkaman Evo, which is coming out, actually, when is it coming out? Next month? I'm hoping it's next, or this month, later this month. Yeah. Here we go. And other than that, the other effect or the gimmick is the shoulder. It's the Volt Tekka, I believe. Oh, there goes the shield. Which just opens up from here. So there's a peg right there in the back, which shows this awesome green metallic laser eyes on both ends. And there we go. You can shoot his laser beams. The Volt Tekka, and I think there was 3 forms of that. The ones using the shoulder ones, the one with his forehead, and the super one, which I think he used at the final battle, which is kind of cool. And there we go. Unfortunately, there's no effect parts, so if you want to kind of reenact, let's see if I can make him stand somewhere here. You're gonna use special effect parts from your other figures, which I'm a collector of them. I like effect parts, and I got this from SH Monster Art. So if you have something similar, I was looking for some blue effect parts. I only have one from Godzilla, but this is from the Godzilla also, but kind of works out. and this is the one I was referring to. Yeah, I need something bigger. And for the forehead, this might look silly, but I'm just gonna use King Ghidorah's, this thing. If I can somehow display it, I'm just holding this all together. So just kind of a cool effect there. Somehow, if I manage to pull that off. And the super one, which I don't have an effect for like energy blast yet. But yeah, it's a nonetheless. The Figma alone, you can do so much poses. Just with the lens. Oh, there goes the shell again. I keep popping it off. There we go. It's actually quite secure. I keep taking it off. Anyways, there we go. And it does come with a Figma stand, which connects on the back right here. So you can do awesome poses with that. Alright, so for conclusion, this is an awesome Figma. I really enjoyed playing around with it and actually doing this review. Despite that I'm not too familiar with the anime, so not much of a nostalgia factor for me here. But nonetheless, just the posability, the tech lens, which can separate two swords, and the details, especially those metallic green laser eyes on his shoulder. It's just amazing. There are a few, minor, what do you call this, a QC with the head in some parts, but I can overlook that because nonetheless, I'm getting an awesome figure right here. I really like posting him. I'll probably change his pose from time to time, but yeah, it's a great figure, and I can't wait for the next one, the Tekkaman Evil, coming out hopefully next month, or is it coming out later this month? But probably get it next month. Nonetheless, great, awesome Figma. So if you haven't picked up yours, check it out. Check out your local hobby store or online store. Got mine from Ami, if you're wondering, and there you go. That's my review. Hope you guys like it. So until then, this is Meads. Thank you for watching.